A popular spiritual book for those of us coming of age in the 1960s was That Man Is You by the late Belgian spiritual writer Louis Evely. A scene in the book has stayed with me for nearly 6 decades. Evely actually took the scene from a play by Jean Anouilh. The good are densely clustered at the gate of heaven, eager to march in, sure of their reserved seats, keyed up and bursting with impatience. All at once, a rumor starts spreading. It seems he's going to forgive those others too. And for a minute, everybody's dumbfounded. They look at one another in disbelief, gasping and sputtering. After all the trouble I went through, if only I'd known this. I just cannot get over it. Exasperated, they work themselves into a fury and start cursing God, and at that very instant, they're damned. That was the final judgment. I quote this scene today on the Feast of the Epiphany because of a line in the second reading from the letter to the Ephesians. Quote, "The Gentiles are co-heirs, members of the same body, and co-partners in the promise in Christ Jesus through the gospel." Matthew tells the story of the visit of the Magi, foreigners, to the infant Christ in today's gospel. From our suppositions about Matthew's community, we assume it contained both Jewish and Gentile converts to Christianity. Today's gospel story would perhaps be shocking to those raised under the traditions of Israel when outsiders were shunned as unclean. But the prophets, as our first reading describes, foresaw, quote, the nations, outsiders to the people, coming to Jerusalem to praise the God of Israel. I believe that fanciful judgment scene in Louis Evely's book, where those who were so sure of a reserved seat in heaven are condemned when they cannot accept God's unlimited welcome and forgiveness, applies to today's Feast of the Epiphany and to our lives as Catholics today. I suspect you can see where I'm going with this. In our parishes, in our local communities, in our country, and in our world, those who consider themselves as insiders are challenged by today's feast to welcome those we might otherwise exclude. Mary and Joseph, we assume from the story, welcomed these strange visitors from the East, and not just because they brought gifts. Can we do any less?